Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining us this morning. My name is Ramiro Munoz. I'm a district team leader here for Target Stores in Austin, Texas. It's a great honor and pleasure to be here today with you all on this in this wonderful day. As far as the bill that we're signing today, we're very excited. Target has long been a supporter, and we understand that our guest focuses right now are definitely on saving every dollar they can. We're very excited to be a part of the signing today with the governor. With that said, I'd like to welcome the governor of the great state of Texas, Mr. Rick Perry.
Merrill, thank you, brother. Thank you. Merrill, thank you very much. It's good to be in the store. From time to time, people will look around and go, "What are you doing in here?" And this is our Target store, so this is where we do a good bit of shopping. It's fun to come over here, and we have big weekends in Texas. Texas OU weekend. We have Thanksgiving weekend when the Aggies go mix it up with the Longhorns. We have lots of fun weekends. And with that said, a lot of parents look forward to this weekend when, particularly parents with school-age children, as they look forward to a similar exciting weekend of getting out and shopping, and this weekend sales tax holiday is going to help those parents get those students the supplies that they're going to need as we kick off a new year of school. And when they get to school, students across Texas are going to reap some benefits from some of the investment that our state has made this last legislative session. We passed an incentive package that encourages teachers who will tackle the toughest subjects, particularly in those economically disadvantaged areas of the state. This past legislative session, we strengthened our state's leadership position in holding schools directly accountable. Schools are more accountable than ever before for ensuring our students graduate college and career ready. 4 years of math, science, social studies, and English on that transcript. We also gave students more flexibility in choosing their other courses so that they can deepen their understanding in areas that are of interest to them, enriching their education and their future, further encouraging them to stay in school and to graduate ready for a successful life. Parents will be happy to know that we're making schools more accountable by providing parents a way to access vital information on their children's progress. I happen to think our efforts on public education are making a real difference. I hope all of you saw yesterday that our state's composite score on the ACT test is the highest in history. Not only are our kids performing better on those tests, but we have more of our young Texans taking the test than ever before. So to me, that is proof positive that we're headed in the right direction. So our schools are getting better, and this weekend's sales tax holiday will help our students get the supplies they need so they can hit the ground running on the first day. And Susan, I think this is the 11th straight year that we've done this since 1999. It's kind of like a lab experiment you do at school, showing the remarkable impact that tax cuts have on people's purchasing behavior. I can promise you, you've probably asked some moms or dads that are here in the store today, did you wait till this weekend to go purchase those supplies? And the answer is going to be yes, and I see the nodding heads in this crowd right here. So I encourage Texans to get out this weekend, to hit the stores, to enjoy the benefits of this temporary tax cut, get their children ready to do their best in our schools. So now to kind of share the nuts and bolts of the program, and a strong supporter not only of this program but the impact on our state. She is making a tremendous impact, not just in tracking our dollars and on the comptroller side, historical aspects of it, but she's also been a great advocate of preventative care and the health of our children And Susan, I want to tell you thanks for being a great proponent of keeping our kids not only mentally fit, but physically fit. So the Comptroller of the State of Texas, Susan Thomas.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you. Well, I want to say thank you to the Governor and the legislature. This is an 11-year-old program, and I want you to take a look at something here. This chart says that we estimate in 2009 Texas families are going to save up to $65.7 million through this 3-day weekend, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and for the 11-year period, families have saved $442 million. And by anybody's calculation, that's a lot of money. And I also want to point out something. 2 states, Illinois and Florida, canceled their sales tax holidays. Their states are not in very good shape, and there are about 15 states in the country that have sales tax holidays. And we feel that it was important enough, and I want to say thank you, Representative Bohack and the others, for carrying this and Governor for signing it, because families need some help, and not canceling it's the right message to send, and it's the right thing to do, and it's going to cover lots of things. It's going to cover new this year is school supplies, and we'd had backpacks before, but school supplies is a big new item, and that's about a $9 million tax savings alone in that area. But in addition, there are things like cowboy boots, always a favorite, and pants and shirts and skirts and lots of good stuff. And I want people to shop. But let me just say this. I tell my husband, we've raised 3 boys, and I say it's my job as comptroller to lead the way and shop, shop, shop to get the economy going. He does not always agree with me. But I will tell you that sales tax accounts for about 63% of the tax revenue in the state. And so if folks feel good about shopping, it makes an absolute difference. It gets the economic engine going, and I'm really excited about this. And so you've got huge opportunities. And I really like the sign back there. It says Save Big. And so I want you all to think about saving big this weekend, Target and all the other great participating stores. And now I'm going to turn it over to the state representative who was so important in this, Representative Bohack.
Great.
Thank you. I'd like to first of all thank Governor Perry for signing the bill in just a few minutes, and for Comptroller Combs, and for Ronnie, and for Kyle Ward. Kyle is the Texas PTA's executive director. These guys worked very, very hard to ensure passage of this bill. And when I say very hard, I mean really hard, didn't we? Because in Texas, we do things a little bit different, Governor. When there's an economic slowdown, we cut taxes because we know that that's what creates economic growth. For years now, the annual tax-free weekend has helped families save money on back-to-school clothes. And the program, as Comptroller Combs highlighted, has been a huge success in preparing students for the upcoming school year. While the holiday has accomplished an incredible amount of good, as this board shows, for families, it fell short without the inclusion of school supplies. And frankly, most people thought that school supplies were indeed tax-free. But they were not. So by adding school supplies to the list of tax-free items, this bill will this year, according to the Comptroller's estimate, save about $9 million for Texas families that they will then have to spend on something else and create more economic growth and more buying power. This savings will help families fill the backpacks of their children with the ever-growing list of required supplies, and I frankly believe that the passage of House Bill 1801 completes the intent of the tax-free holiday, which is to help families prepare students for success. Thank you.
Dwayne, thank you. And the work that you did is very noticeable here. And thanks for reminding people about the economy of the state of Texas as we show the rest of the country how you power through with an economy that's going on across the country, and that you do indeed try to reduce the burden on the private sector job creators and the private sector families out there. Romero, I know y'all lose a lot of pens at the front of the store from time to time when people come in, so I'm not going to borrow your pen. I brought my own today, so let's Good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Susan?